For this last video, we're going to talk about a deadly event taking place in San Francisco. And while it is a side event, someone did actually die of a gun-related incident. It's it's pretty ironic in the sense that this is a gun that San Francisco has a really strict gun laws, right? They have really strict gun laws, and for some reason, someone still died. Someone died because of a gun. It's ironic, isn't it? How we have people like politicians and celebrities talking about how we need to implement more stronger gun control laws because that's gonna stop criminals from owning guns in the first place. And in reality, that's not how it works. Criminals don't follow the law. They don't care about the law. That's why they're criminals. A criminal is not gonna be stopped by a piece of paper. They're gonna look at it and say, who cares? And then they're gonna do it anyway. When when a criminal is told you can't rob a bank, from the eyes of a criminal, they say, yes, I can, and they do it. From the perspective of a law abiding citizen, they see it as, I can, but I won't. That's how that's the difference between a criminal and a law abiding citizen. Now do it to a gun, right? Let's implement gun control now into the same situation. You tell a law abiding citizen that that you cannot own a gun, they're gonna say, I can, but I won't because otherwise I'll be breaking the law. When it comes to criminals, they see it as I can and I will own a gun. They don't care. Criminals don't care about the law. So how is it that San Francisco's strict gun laws enabled such a shooting to take place? Well, because criminals don't follow the law. Let's see, what is it? From the San Francisco Chronicle, it reads, police investigating deadly shooting in San Francisco Tenderloin. It's from, I think it's like that, 13 hours ago. San Francisco police are investigating after a woman was shot to death in the Tenderloin District Department said early Sunday. The killing took place at about 3:50 a.m. At Larkin and O'Farrell Streets. Police said officers found an adult female with multiple gunshot wounds. So it's not just one. Jesus Christ. Police said in a statement, she was taken to a hospital where she died of her injuries. Again, very tragic. I really do mean it. It's not sarcastic. Very tragic that this happened. But seriously, multiple gunshot wounds. I feel like this was intentional. I really do, because one gunshot wound you can't really tell, but multiple gunshot wounds. I feel like this was just more. I think it was more intentional than anything. I really was. I don't think it was an accident. Police did not immediately identify the victim or say how the shooting took place. The department said the suspect is still at large. So they haven't even caught the person who did it. Wow. Anyone with information on the incident, call police at 415-575-4444 or text a top to tip 411 and begin the text message with SFPD. And that concludes the article. It's a very short one. I'm surprised. I'm surprised they didn't have a lot of details. But how did this happen? Because criminals don't follow the laws. That's how I see it. Tragic event, to be sure, it really is. I don't know what this woman did to deserve this. I don't even think she deserved any of this. I don't know much, but to be shot multiple times, I feel like this was actually a personal thing. I feel like this wasn't just a simple mugging or anything like that. I feel like this was actually personal, or somewhat, in the sense, very, very intentional. But again, San Francisco has strict gun laws. They expect that criminals will follow the laws. Even Beto O'Rourke literally thought that when he was literally pressed about how are you going to make criminals who already break the law comply with his laws in regards to turning in their guns, Beto O'Rourke didn't even find a way to answer that. He just reiterated what he said. Oh, my fellow Americans are going to yada yada. I was like, dude, answer the question. And here's the thing, like I said, when you make gun control laws a lot more severe, making it harder for law-abiding citizens to get the guns that they need to defend themselves, you make them vulnerable. You leave them vulnerable, and criminals also gonna get guns anyways, right? That is why I'm not a huge fan of banning stuff in the first place, right? Let's look at a good example. In the 1920s, during the era of Prohibition, where they banned alcohol nationwide, you think people stopped drinking alcohol? Nope. They say, screw it, I'm gonna do it anyway, even if it breaks the law. That's what people do. You ban something doesn't mean people are gonna stop doing it. That's why when people started going with the route of banning vaping pens, I don't vape, but why should I? Why should I be in favor of banning it, right? And that's the thing that people don't seem to understand. Just because you are not in favor of something, just because you do not like doing something, doesn't mean that you have the right to take it away from someone else. I don't own a gun, at least yet anyway. and I don't feel comfortable around guns. But dude, what does that mean that I do not recognize that? Yeah, at some point I have to defend my family because the police take long to respond in many cases. Yeah, I do recognize that, and I told my girlfriend several times that once we move, once we move out of the state, move to Texas or somewhere like that, I'm gonna own a gun because I want to live in the suburbs. I do not want to live in the city. I want to live. I don't like the city in the first place. I feel very cramped, and I need open space. If anything, I want my kids to be able to have something that I didn't have, which is a house, and a front yard and a backyard to be running around, have a dog that have a dog to run around with, right? That's the life that I want for my kids. But to some degree, I also have to recognize that hey, the police are not near me, so I have to own something to defend myself. In this case, a firearm. My girlfriend isn't very comfortable with that, but I told her. But you also gotta recognize when it takes 6 seconds to fire a firearm, the police take 7 minutes or 8 minutes, depending on how far you are. But again, people gotta recognize that. I don't like vaping, but does that mean I should take away someone else's right to not vape? No. If they want to vape, go ahead, go ruin your life, go damage your health. I don't care. Just don't force me to do it, and I won't force you not to do it, right? But that's what people don't seem to understand. Gun control laws always end up hurting the law-abiding citizen. Gun control laws don't always work. Look at California. California has had a lot of shootings in the past, and they have the strictest gun laws. Probably stricter gun laws in all the state of all 50 states. So how is it possible that a state with strict gun laws still has mass shootings in their state? Because criminals don't follow the law. Let me know what you guys think about this. If you like this video, hit the like button. It really does help out a lot. Subscribe and hit the notifications button as well. Share the video. That helps me bypass all the restrictions when it comes to YouTube's implementation of not propping up independent political commentary. And let me know what you guys think about this. Do gun control laws work? What about this incident? Do you think that do you think this could have been prevented if San Francisco didn't have strict gun laws? And at the same time, are you surprised this took place? Honestly, I am not. But again, I do feel my heart goes out to the woman and her family who died of the gunshot wounds. Again, I think it was intentional though. I don't think it was an accident. I don't think it was a simple mugging because again, it says multiple gunshot wounds. So I don't think this was a simple mugging or anything. I think it was just intentional. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this. I'll see you guys next time.